Welcome back. You're listening to At Your Service here on Nationwide 90 FM, a revolution in media. I'm Vernon Darby, and coming up right now is Ask the Consul. Welcome to Ask the Consul, and of course we have some very special guests with me this morning. Yes, from the U.S. Embassy, we have Miguel Penix.
Good morning.
I got it right?
Yes, that's perfect.
I have to be careful with my pronunciations, you know. This and also Stephanie Lello.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Mr. Darby, for having us.
Hey, good to have you here, man. I'm sure you guys have been in Jamaica a very long time.
Very long, 1 month to be exact.
What, really 1 month?
About a month and a half.
Yes.
It's been treating me well, though.
Good. Have you treating you well?
Mm-hmm.
And you have lost that accent? I think you'd have probably learned a little bit of patois.
Trying. I can say wagwan. That's about it, though.
I love that. Wagwan. What about you, Miguel? I'm sure you've been here a long time, right?
Right, so I only top her with 1 more month, so about 2 months and a half.
2 months.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I came here from Mexico City. I was here. That was my previous post.
Oh, Mexico.
Yeah.
That ought to be very interesting in Mexico.
Yeah, quite a different experience, let me tell you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but it was fun. I was in Mexico City for 2 years, working in the U.S. Embassy there. So it was really fun. And
now you're in, they say, Jamaica.
Jamaica, yeah.
Yes, you got it right, Jamaica. Thank you for being here. And of course, they're from the embassy, and they know all about visas and immigration matters. And you can call now and talk with them. You don't need to get the information second-hand. No, but I got to ask your neighbor. No, you call this program right now. Our lines will be open, and we go right up until 11:55. So let me just remind you of the numbers that you can call and speak to Miguel and Stephanie right now about immigration matters, visa matters, and talk to them basically about so the policies that they have and how what you need to do if you need to get your visa. All right, the landline numbers to call are 924-0753, 924-0739, 924-0222, 924-0696. The lines are open, so we're ready to take your calls. And guess what? You tell your friends and relatives overseas, yes, because the answers that they're going to give you will apply to other countries too, in the Caribbean, North America, you name it. So you tell your friends and relatives that the Consul, yes, this is a program for you. Ask the Consul. So if you have a relative overseas, they're probably filing for you. Tell them to go online right now and listen to the program at nationwideradiojm.com. We have a caller online. Oh, Pamela, how are you doing? Good to have you. Which area are you calling from?
Portmore.
Hey, Portmore. Good to have Portmore. Good morning, Portmore. Go right ahead.
Yes, good morning. I'd like to speak to the council, please.
Yes. Go ahead with your question, and one of them will answer you. We have Miguel and Stephanie.
Okay, good morning again. My sister called for me, and I went to the interview on the 9th of January, and everything was okay. Only thing I did, I supposed to send her marriage certificate, and I sent it off. 7 weeks now, and I did not hear anything more.
All right, who you take that one, Miguel? Or
yes. So good morning again.
Good morning.
I think you're calling from Portmore, right?
Yes, sir.
That's still one of the places I need to go. And
yes.
Is it Hellshire that's out there? Or?
Oh, hold on. How you say just come here? Hey, you know about Hellshire? You are going to fish over there too.
I've been to Hellshire, but at night, and then I've been to Port Royal. But I know there's more out in Portmore, right?
Yes, yes.
I still need to get out there. But back to your question. So you said that there was a marriage certificate that was
yes, my sister marriage certificate. Mm-hmm. She's married, and I sent it off, and everything was okay at the interview.
Okay.
Only the certificate they did want.
Okay, and so how long has it been since it was sent?
From the 9th of January.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, I'm sorry that it's taking a while for them to get back to you. Believe it or not, there are quite a few cases being filed now, and so each case kind of takes a different amount of time. What I would say is you can check with us at the embassy by emailing KingstonIV@state.gov.
IV?
Right. So Kingston, I as in, you know what? I can't think of anything.
Indigo.
Indigo, V as in Victor, at state.gov, G-O-V. And then ask about that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So Kingston? No, .gov, G-O-V. So KINGSTONIV at state, STATE.gov.
You got it? So you have Kingston.
Repeat for me.
You have the word Kingston, right?
Yes, sir.
Good.
IV.
And then you have NIV.
No, just
Yes.
IV.
That's IV?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You have Kingston, then you have IV. You got that?
Yes, sir.
You have the at sign.
Yes, sir.
Then state, STATE. Then
Yes,
dot,
sir.
a full stop.
Dot. Yes, sir.
Then GOV.
GOV. Yes, I got
See,
it now.
You got it.
Yes, thank
All
you
right.
very much.
Take care. You have a wonderful day.
Yes, you too.
All the best. Let me see now. We're going to go to Jackie right now. So good morning, Jackie. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing good.
Hey, which area you calling from?
Duane Park.
Duane Park. Good morning, Duane Park.
Good morning to the council.
Good morning, Jackie.
I have a issue here. I got a visa in 06.
Okay.
And when I went back to renew, I did not get it back. However, when my father died, I went to get a visa. However, because he died in the States, but the body was sent here. But when I went to the embassy, when they asked me where is he going to be buried, I told them over there, but he's not buried. He was going to bury over there because I answered the question incorrectly. They were having a memorial. They were having some service over there for him because he was a part of a church over there. But the body was sent here for burial. So all of us wanted to go up to whatever they were having up there and to come back, of course. However, I didn't get it at that time. I went back about 2 years ago and I still did not get back a visa. My question is, I want to know if I'm barred from getting a visa or what? Why can't I get back a visa since I got it the first time? And it's not that I had used it the wrong way or anything. I went and I stayed and I came back because when I went away in May and I came back I went away in March and I came back in May.
Okay, Jackie. Well, I'm sorry that you did not have a good experience at the embassy your last visit. You are not ineligible to get a visa based on what you're telling me. Sometimes immigration law can be hard to overcome, but I would definitely recommend that you keep your story consistent and you're just honest about why you want to go up to the States again, and you're definitely more than welcome to come back for an interview. Did the consular officer give you any information as to why you were not granted a visa at that time?
No, all they said, I'm sorry, ma'am, but you're not eligible for a visa at this time or something like that. Well, but my next question is... I'm
going to ask you to hold because we have to go for the break. All right, you can hold?
Sure, yes,
sir. Go for the break. All right, you're listening to At Your Service here on Nationwide 90 FM, a revolution in media. It's Ask the Consul. Vernon Dab here with you, along with Miguel Penix and Stephanie Lelo from the U.S. Embassy. Saying to you, so come back, don't move. Welcome back. You're listening to At Your Service here on Nationwide 90 FM, a revolution in media. We have a caller still online. That's hello, good morning. Going to ask you to just wrap it up now. We seem to have lost that caller. All right, let's go to Jackie. You still there?
Yes, I am.
Yes, we're going to ask you to make it quite quickly, see?
Okay.
Okay,
yes, what I was saying, when I went the last time here, you could see that the consular was about to issue the visa, and then when I look at his expressions, like he clicked on something and then he started reading and then he just pick up the paper and give me back the passport and say whatever. Because so I've been worried I'm barred or I'm blocked from getting a visa also. So I just need to apply again or what should
Hi, Jackie.
A lawyer or something?
Hi, Jackie. So if you had any ineligibility to where you couldn't go back or get a visa, the consular officer would have told you. And so since he didn't say that, you still may be eligible in the future. A lot of times you have no idea what's going on behind the consular officer's like computer screen or whatnot. I've had some applicants, even for me, tell me, when they walked up to the screen that I looked really scary from what I was doing behind the computer. And then, after talking to me, they said, no, you're not that scary. So I would say, like, as Stephanie was mentioning in the beginning, that being consistent and really telling the truth. I mean, if anything had happened in the past, you always want to be upfront about it. Sometimes, we've heard that people will go to maybe some travel agencies and they tell them not to tell everything, but being forthcoming about everything is really the key. If you feel like something has changed in your situation, then that's always a reason to go back and apply. But I wouldn't. You're not ineligible for life. It doesn't sound like.
Yeah, and I would also add, if you want to justify why you were in the States for 2 months, that would also help, because a lot of times when people have longer stays in the U.S., we want to know what happened or what exactly you were doing in the U.S. for that long. So that could also help your application next time.
Okay.
All right. All the best. Thank you very much for calling. All right, let's go to another caller. Donna, how are you doing? Where are you calling from? Donna, good morning. I think we're not hearing Donna at all. All right, let's go now to Pauline. Pauline, where are you calling from? Good morning. Hey, what's happening? I seem not to be hearing Pauline at all. All right, let's go to Sophie then. Sophie, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, good to have you.
Good morning, Sophie.
Good morning.
Hey, go right ahead.
My question is, if someone is filing for you, is it possible for you to still get a visa?
Yes, it's definitely possible for you to get a non-immigrant visa if someone's filing for you. We grant visas to people that have relatives that are filing for them every day at the U.S. Embassy. We actually grant about 70% of visas. So you're more than welcome to apply. And, of course, like Miguel mentioned, be forthcoming and honest. Some people think that they have to hide that they have family members in the U.S. or that they're going to visit close family. But definitely mention who you're going to visit and why you want to go. And it shouldn't be an ineligibility on its own. So you're more than welcome to apply.
Because I was there recently. I've been filed for, and my child here has a visa. She's young, and whenever she travels, she's scared. So she wanted me to travel with her. So I tried to get one, and I was denied. So I'm wondering if because I'm on filing.
Right. So they look at a lot of different factors. The fact that someone is filing for you in the U.S. Isn't one that automatically just makes you ineligible. There's a number of factors, and unfortunately, I don't know all the specifics about your case, but I can guarantee you that just because someone's filing for you isn't the sole reason that you were denied that visa.
Because a friend was telling me that was changed, that they stopped giving visa to you if you have been filed for.
But guess what? You have the experts here. So don't listen to your friends at all.
Okay.
You have the experts here.
Yes, it's definitely not an ineligibility to have family filing for you.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. You have a wonderful day. All right. Let's go to another caller. Good morning. At your service.
Hello?
Paul, how are you doing? Good to have you.
Morning.
Yes, good to have you. Go ahead.
Yeah, can I talk to him in the immigration council?
Yes, they are listening to you.
Yes, I have an interview today. I was back there, but okay?
I'm not hearing you very well, the quality of the call it's very poor. We're not hearing you very well. Are you moving?
Yeah, I'm moving, but I'm trying to get some range. You hearing me now?
A little better.
That's a little
Start
better.
again. Yes.
Okay, yeah, I went to the embassy and an interview, okay? But I get a blue sheet. The documents wasn't right, so to activate support paper, they didn't do it right. So I have to send it up back to my girl, and when I sent it up back to her, she do what she got to do. She tried to send it back down to me, but it didn't come in time. But I go to the post office and I get a mail from the embassy. My petition is cancelled and whatever. So I would like to know how can I restate it back, or what could I do to restate it back, or how can I go about it?
Okay. And so it sounds like someone was filing for you in the U.S., right?
Yeah, that's my wife filing for me.
Okay.
But I was in the U.S. before.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what I'd say, to start the petition over again, you need to start with uscis.gov, and so that's another branch of the government, and you would start the filing with them. So you would just go to the website. It's uscis.gov, and they have a lot of information on that website, so you could restart the petition if you'd like to, or working to see what the next steps could be.
Oh, so what they said? The petition is cancelled. Can we open back?
So if that petition is canceled, you'd have to start all the way, from the beginning.
All over from the beginning?
Right, and you can get more information if you go to that website, okay?
Okay. So I just want to know what I have to do, because I can't do anything. Because what really happened? Nothing really, because they said they banned me for 10 years out of the country. So the 10-year ban up now. So I will do anything to get the case active now.
Okay. Well, when did you have the 10-year ban? Do you know when that was?
That 10 year, I was in the state 2003. That's I came here January 5th, 2004. I came here.
You came back to Jamaica?
January 2004.
Okay. Well, it sounds like because you had the 10-year ban, you would have to wait 10 years before you could get another visa. But since
the 10-year gone already, the 10-year ban
it's over.
Now. Yeah.
All right. Well, I do not know the exact details of your case in order to really look at it. So I would definitely recommend going to that website that Miguel mentioned. And
when I go to the website, I can't understand the website, because that's what keeps me up. Because I did, when they said I had to get the documents, and I get all the gathering documents, I need to read the paper good. They say I must email them at the website, and I didn't know that I was to send them an email, and the time ran out on me. So when I re-look the paper again and I read over the paper, I see that that's my problem, because I needed to send them an email.
Right.
And I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. A lot of these immigrant visas are very complicated, and you do have to take time to read all of the instructions, because there's such a high volume of people that are trying to petition to go to the United States. If you miss that window, then it can be an unfortunate consequence, and it sounds like that's what happened in your case. If you'd like to restart the process, then you would need to go to that website. Or if you have any more questions about immigrant visas and the petitioning, you can email us at kingstoniv@state.gov, okay?
All right. Have to go now, sir.
That's what I really have to do now. The papers have to refile over. That's what he's saying, okay?
Yes, that's what he said. All right. Have to go now. Thank you. All the best, and I wish you all the best here. Okay, let's go to another caller. Okay. Natalia, good morning. Which area in Jamaica are you calling from?
Good morning. I'm calling from Kingston, Michael College, actually.
Hey, good morning, Michael. All the students at Michael, the lecturers. Good morning.
Morning to you all. Just wanted to get some information. My sister was filing for my other sisters and myself, but she passed off in 2011. And what she had told us was that her husband would have continued the petition, but he has not. We have not even heard from him since. I'm now interested to find out, being she has passed off, if the petition, if it has died.
So,
or is it no? I just want to find out, because I'm actually interested, for my family and myself, as in my husband and children. We could probably maybe take a trip at some point.
Right. Miguel is going to answer you.
Yes, thank you.
So hi, good morning. Yeah, in that case, if the person, the qualifying, so it's the way we would say is qualifying member, or if just to put it in plain terms, I imagine if the fact that your sister has passed away, it does end that petition, okay?
It has ended it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, because the tie or that connection you had to the U.S. has been broken through that passing away. And so your brother-in-law wouldn't be able to file for your continued.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you have other family members in the U.S. though? Other than your
my mom is living in there. My mom is living there.
Okay. Is your mom a U.S. citizen, or is she a legal permanent resident?
No, she's. I think. Well, the last time we spoke, I think she actually mentioned that she was getting prepared to do, I think, a test or something to get her citizenship or something of that nature.
Well, if your mom receives citizenship, I believe she would be able to file for you at some point. So if you go back to the USCIS website, they'll have more information about what you would need to do and what the requirements are. So going to the U.S. isn't necessarily...
What happened is that I'm actually, to be very honest, I'm really not interested in that.
as in, the filing per se. I'm just thinking, okay, I just really wanted to know if the filing died right there, so that if I plan to say, okay, I would like to take a trip, that I can just go to the embassy, because I was told by a friend that once you're on filing, you're not eligible for a visa.
Let me stop you right there. The experts are here. Don't hear the friend of officer.
I was just, somebody just mentioned it, and I'm like, okay, I just want to know if it died with her, so that, if I decided, okay, suppose I'm planning
I tell you what.
vacation from work.
I tell you what, we're going to have to go for the break, so we come back and they'll answer you. All right. Welcome back. You're listening to At Your Service here on Nationwide 90 FM. It's Ask the Consul. We still have Natalia on the line. Natalia? Or I think we seem to have lost that caller. All right, but Natalia, your question was answered, so I hope that you fully understood what the consul had to say. All right, we're going to move to another caller now. Margaret, how are you doing? Where are you calling from?
I am fine. I'm calling from St. Andrew.
Hey, good to have you. Go right ahead.
Yes, and I want to say to those two brave people, congratulations and welcome.
Thank you so much.
Brave? Why you say brave?
Brave. I work in a community, and some of the young people, men and women, want to find out how easy it is for them to join the U.S. Army and the Navy, because they would love to join it if they can join it from, how they go about joining it. That's number one. Number two, why is it the consulate or the embassy treat people, not you guys that is there now, but some of you guys don't talk to people? The attitude is not so nice. If somebody get turned on, they don't tell the person what it's all about. It's like you must read their mind.
Okay, I think I get the comments.
Human beings.
Yes, I think I hear what I'm going to do is make note, and they are listening, and they're listening to. They're going to make note of those comments. But the whole idea of joining the army, I'm too sure there's an immigration.
That's
is a matter.
Not something that we would deal with.
Yes.
Or I would not know that information.
Right.
Without researching it further. So I'm sorry we can't answer that, Margaret.
Right.
Okay, Margaret. But the comments that you have made, they have been noted. You see.
Yeah, man, and the thing that you said before I go,
yes,
that if you're filing for, a cousin of mine went up there and they told her that you can't get a visa, and you might as well as might. It's a 50-50 chance. The consular told her that. It's not something some people saying. It is on the road. When you go there, some people tell you that.
Hi, Margaret. So,
but they need to get it straight. People need to know the truth.
No, but hold on. Careful, They are telling you no. So if you go there and you're told that's a different matter, you have to be careful when you hear things second hand.
I'm saying to you,
yes.
My elderly, I took her there,
Yes.
And they told her that. Her mother is 89, and the mother can't file for her, so her brother who they found filed for her, and they're saying she can't go anywhere, she does have, it's 50-50, she might get a visa, otherwise she might not get a visa, right? I'm not talking about now, about 3 years ago. So I don't know if it changed. I don't know if the system changed. Okay. But they do sometimes tell people some things. So, you understand?
So Margaret, I'm sorry that that you've heard or that you experienced something, bad customer service. I know a lot of times in the embassy they see such a high volume of people that they go very, very quickly because because we want to make sure that we give everyone a chance to be seen, and so a lot of times when the consul officers give the approval or the refusal, is very quick because we're moving on to the next person because we see hundreds literally a week. Now I apologize if there was someone was just being rude. A lot of times we're very short just because we give the information and keep going. But for my, I know my colleagues nowadays are very, I can't speak for the past, but for nowadays we try to be very, very courteous. We try to give as much information we can in a short amount of time as we can, though we don't generally give quite a lot of information at that time. I remember running into someone that I was refused at a hotel that I stayed at, and at that point we had all the time in the world to talk about his case, and not in specifics, but just to talk about the process. We don't have that kind of time during the day just because we're trying to see so many different people. And so I apologize if it comes off as being rude, but they are just trying to go to see as many people as possible.
All right. And Miguel, Do you normally give a reason for not giving? Do you have to give a reason? It's not something that you normally do.
I mean, giving a reason or purpose of travel definitely helps.
No, reason for not giving a visa.
Oh, I'm sorry?
You don't normally give a reason for not giving a visa to someone.
Personally, most of the information is in the sheet.
Yes.
Sometimes if there's a follow-up question, we may just say that depending on the that visa class.
Yes.
Because, there's different visas. So for work visas or visitor visas or whatnot, some officers have been known to say, that there aren't enough ties at this point, which is explained in the sheet. But the sheet is what the main information that we give out to everyone.
All right, thank you. Caller, thank you very much, and your points have been noted.
Thank you very much.
Have a wonderful day. All right, let's go now to Samantha. What a beautiful name, and where are you calling from?
Hi, I'm calling from Portmore.
Hey, Portmore. Good morning, Portmore.
Good morning, everyone. I just have a quick question. My mother was filed for in 1998, and apparently there is a few missing documentation that was supposed to be handed in. So the last detail known for it was in 2010, but apparently it was rejected. So she decided that she no longer wants to live in America. She wants to stay in Jamaica because she has planted roots here, have her house and everything. So she decided to go to the embassy last year, and she got denied because the counselor actually informed her that she has brothers and sisters there and they should file for her. But at this point, she has no need to live there anymore because she has a stable job here, which she's been in for like 19 years with benefits, so she has no intention for leaving. So I would like to know, being that she's not interested in living there anymore, what can she do about that?
Well, Samantha, I'm sorry that your mother didn't get a visa to visit the U.S. Like we've been saying, I think she should definitely go back and explain everything that you just mentioned, that she has no intent to immigrate to the U.S., that her roots are here, she has a stable job here, her family is here. And usually cases like that are approved. So barring other ineligibilities, I think your mom does look like she has a good case. And did you say you also have siblings in the U.S.?
Yes.
I think that could also help her case because if she wanted to go to the U.S. and immigrate there, she has a legal venue to do that. So.
Okay, one more quick question, and it's very fast.
Sure.
A friend of mine, and this is just coming from someone else, a friend of mine stated that she went to the embassy for a visa, and apparently she was denied because she was told, and I'm just quoting here, she was told that she's been deported, and that's why she was not granted the visa. But apparently she has never traveled before, and she's saying that's not her. So I'm not sure, could that situation be true, or what could that be?
So I would say that it's difficult for all of us to hear about a case secondhand, and you never know someone else's situation.
Exactly.
And so it's really hard for us to comment on the experience of your friend because none of us really know what happened during that interview or what was seen by the officer or even said by your friend. In that case, we wouldn't be able to speak to that general, to that specific case.
Yeah, we would have to see her case and look at the details in front of us. We couldn't really determine what the status is just based on what she's saying.
Okay.
All right, then, caller.
Thank you.
You have the experts here. Carefully get second-hand information from a friend who got it from a friend. You have them here, so you just call here, right? You just talk to us, right? We give you get all the information. All right, we have another caller online. Julie?
Yes.
Julie, as in Mango Julie?
Good morning.
Yes, good morning to everyone.
Good morning.
Yes, I have a question here. I need to find out something here. My husband is filing for me, and he reached the part where he paid the affidavit of support bill. Yes, I would like you to please explain to me what he should do with the receipt now.
All right, okay, so he's paid, and you're asking what he should do with the receipt?
Are you listening?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think you're listening. We have to move to another call because she's probably listening to a radio. Okay, let's move to another call. Good morning. At your service. Kevin, how are you doing? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, morning, Kingston.
Hey, good to have you.
Good morning, Kevin.
Yeah, morning. Yeah, I just asking this question. Why, when you turn down someone, you don't give them back some of the money? Like half?
Hello.
Good night.
I love that one. I wonder if anybody would dare answer Stephanie.
The 17,000, it's
Well,
a lot,
unfortunately, the costs that are associated with getting a visa involve adjudicating it and the intake and all the steps that are taken to look at each case. So even in cases where we cannot grant the visa, we can't give back the money, unfortunately. I don't know, Miguel, do you have something to add?
I was going to just leave this one with you, Steph.
Thank you.
Honestly, I really feel that there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, and so each time that they pay for you pay for that interview, because you're not paying for the visa. As bad as it sounds, the visa is free. You're paying for the application and the processing of that application, because there's a lot of steps that we go through and a lot of things that we look at that cost money. And so
the light, the telephone.
Pay for it all.
Fingerprint machine.
And so a lot of it, so that's what the payment goes to.
Okay.
I mean, once you get that yes or that no, well, hopefully it'll be a yes. But once you get that approval, that visa is free, and so that's why you don't get the money back, unfortunately.
Yes. All right. Thank you very much for calling. Interesting question. All right, we're going to squeeze in Judith. Judith, you have a minute. How are you doing? Good to have you. Where are you calling from?
Yes, good morning, everyone. I'm calling from Kingston.
Good to have you.
Yes, I'm really asking this question. I have a domestic worker visa which my boss applied for me. So I will go with my boss in the U.S. and I look after his child. But now I'm going to apply for next visa now when it is up. And my boss is not working here anymore. He will be working in the U.S. So could I apply for the same domestic worker visa?
Well, it sounds like
Stephanie?
It sounds like you could apply for a B1, B2 if you want to just go for tourism reasons. Or are you planning on working?
Yes, I would plan on looking after the child same way.
I think you could apply for the same class of visa.
Okay, so like how he's working in the U.S., how long could I stay on that visa?
It's actually up to Customs and Border Patrol how long you can stay on that visa, because the visa that we grant you is so you can present yourself to a port of entry. They're usually 6 months. That's generally how much they're granted for, though.
So basically, I'm trying to understand, you want to go and work for the same gentleman in the States?
Yeah, in the States, he's going to be working there.
Okay. All right, I got it.
Right. And
yes, Miguel, you want to add to that?
So I was going to say, so a lot of times, if you go to the U.S., if you want to work for the U.S., if you want to work in the U.S., we have visas to work in the U.S. And so, you should apply for the visa based on the reason of travel. Because will the employer, is he just living in the U.S. and you'd go up and work for him? Or do they travel back and forth?
No, they travel back and forth right now. So it's that type of visa I got. They travel back and forth one, but then when I'm applying again now, I want to know if I can apply for the same domestic worker visa.
But you said he's now living in the States.
Yes, he's going to be living there.
Right.
And work there.
So your employer is gonna go to the U.S. and stay there?
Yes, he's going to stay there.
Okay, so if you're going to go to the U.S. and you're going to work in the U.S. and stay there with them, then you should apply for a work visa. And there's a number of work visas that we have online. And so you should go to our website at kingston.usembassy.gov and just check out all of the visa classes that we have. There are plenty of work visas that hopefully would allow you to go and work in the U.S. Okay, but you wouldn't do it for the same visa class because you have a visitor visa that allows you to travel with the visitor to the U.S. and work. But
and that's usually temporary, not for months and months at a time.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much for calling.
Thanks a lot.
And you have a wonderful day.
Thanks.
All right. We'll squeeze in another call. Marvin, we're being good to you. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Maninza Road.
You have 30 seconds.
I just want to know. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Yeah, I want to know, can uncle file for a nephew or a niece, right?
So,
I don't think so,
right,
unfortunately.
Unfortunately, that's not one of the relationships that exist at this point.
You got that?
Hello, I'm not hearing you guys.
Yes, so unfortunately that doesn't exist right now, okay? For
that doesn't exist.
Right, for an uncle to file for a nephew, okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay,
All right.
thank you very much. You have a wonderful day.
Bye.
All right, we're going to go for the break right now. You're listening to At Your Service here on Nationwide 90 FM, a revolution in media. Well, guess what? You guys are ready to go?
Unfortunately.
Yes, it's time to go. It's now 11:50. I want to thank you very much, Miguel Penix and Stephanie Lela.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Yeah, it's been our pleasure.
You could have fooled me to me just come to Jamaica, but you guys nearly take over my whole show. And I'm sure you had fun. It was good having you here. I hope you get to go to Port Royal and those places and have some good fried fish.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yes. Have fun, guys. Have fun, guys. Have fun, guys. Have fun, guys.